Hello, today we will be going over the increase in performance in my computer after upgrading my RAM. I had 16 gigabytes of RAM, 2 sticks of 8. One of the sticks was Corsair, and the other stick I'm not even sure what it was. And then I upgraded to Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro, 16 gigabytes, 2 sticks of 8. The original RAM was running at 2133 megahertz, and the new RAM is running at 3200 megahertz. My motherboard is a MSI B450 Gaming Pro Carbon. I enabled AXMP to get it up to 3200 megahertz for the RAM. My processor is a Ryzen 7 1700 overclocked to 3.5 gigahertz. My graphics card is a AMD RX 480 8GB version made by XFX. I have a new AMD RX 5600 XT in the mail. And so once that comes, I'll be making another video telling what the performance is of that. But for this video, we're going to be testing 3 games. Fortnite, which I mainly play, Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1. We'll be testing the performance of current as it is while recording using Streamlabs OBS. And then we will just be taking out the old RAM, putting in the new one, getting it up to speed, and then recording just what the performance is of that. So hope this video will help you apply it to your builds and see what performance you might get by upgrading your RAM. Enjoy. So here's Fortnite. So I have it set to full screen. Right now frame rate is unlimited, 1920 by 1080 down here. So this is just the settings I've been running at because of my GPU and stuff like that. So view distance is epic, shadows is off, anti-aliasing is medium, textures medium, effects medium, post-processing low, VSync off, motion blur off. Everything else is just auto, what is there. So one of the things though, this would run smoother, but you might, I don't know if you can tell it in the video, but because I have Streamlabs OBS up recording this, it actually makes it kind of jerky on my screen, where if I had the application closed down, it'd make it a lot smoother. So I'm interested to see if just having faster RAM will make it so I can record and play at the same time and it'd be smoother. So as you can see, top right corner, well, 120, dropping down to looks like what, 80s, back at the 120s, going around. Alright, so now we're in Battlefield 5. So the in-game volume for Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1 were too high. I didn't have my mic high enough. So if there's any points in here where I thought that you couldn't understand me, I am going to go ahead and do a voiceover. Other than that, I apologize that it's kind of hard to hear at some points. I did realize it and fix it for when I put in the upgraded RAM and changed that. So hopefully you can hear all those clearly. I don't play this a whole lot, but this is what we got. If we go into, let's see, options, video, everything's pretty much set. Motion blur, 0. ADS field of view off. This stuff on, field of view 90, just windowed screen for right now, hide and dynamic range off, frame rate limiter 120, even though if you look top right corner it's only 54 right now. Future frame rendering off, vertical VSync off. So that's what the settings are now. Looks like 43, 45. What's illuminating my CPU? It's running at 92%. GPU is 70%. That guy. Good shape. Alright, so just so you guys know, I was a little over between 60 and 70 frames a second when I was not recording. But now that I am, it's down to 50. So I dropped 10 to 15 frames a second because power, so frame rate dropped. Right. 15 to 20 frames a second between when I'm recording and not. Alright, so here we have Battlefield 1. Game seems a little choppy, and probably because like I'm recording like it was with Fortnite, but we'll see. So you can see in the top right screen the frames per second. Let's see, show you my video settings. Everything's I don't know, just standard. Haven't messed with it. Graphics quality ultra, so haven't messed with any of the GPU memory restrictions or any of this stuff down here. This frame rate limiter 120, and I can't get up to that. So that's what the settings are. Now I'm going to go ahead and record. Or see what the frame rate is without the recording. Alright, so check the recording. Frame rates, not really dropping any different frame rates. It's about the same as when I was not recording, so that hasn't changed much. Alright, here we are on the same creative island, same graphics settings. I have it limited to 160. Upgraded 3200 megahertz RAM now, the Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro. So before it was touching up 159, 160, but now it's a solid 160. Just sitting here, and then when we were building and stuff, it was hopping down the 80s, 90s, low 100s, bouncing all over. So we'll just see what this does. Wow, it's staying up. Oh, I saw one. Let's see here. So it's barely dropping down below 100 right now. Yeah, it's staying up 130, stuff like that. Now, before, I told you it was choppy while I was recording. But now, it's not. It's really smooth. So that was, as far as I can tell, we'll test out the other videos. But as far as I can tell, that was my issue. Was the RAM just not being fast enough. Alright, we are back in Battlefield 5 here. So we see we're at 64 frames a second. Before it was down below 50 a lot. 58, so it's higher. I'll do one where I stop recording and then see where we're at. But hopefully my volume's better. I realized my talking was a little low the last one, so I lowered the main volume. Oh, just got sniped. Okay, so played a little bit without recording. And my frames were about 75 to 80, so about 15 to 20 frames a second again difference, but probably because this game is pretty CPU heavy. Now the gameplay feels real smooth. Yeah, I'm happy that the upgraded RAM is definitely making a difference, so super happy about that. So we'll go ahead and check out Battlefield 1 and see how that does. Alright, so now we have Battlefield 1 here. Before, what was it, 70s, 80s was the frame rate. I looked at the video real quick before, and looks like the video hasn't increased crazy. While recording, my screen plays really smooth, like I wouldn't think I was recording. So I believe the faster RAM again fixed that problem. It might have a few frames a second increase, nothing crazy. Really happy with it. So I'm going to drop out of recording here and see what the frame rate does. Alright, so did some playing without recording, and I didn't really see any frame difference I could tell offhand, so it doesn't seem to be affecting it much, but I'm still really happy with what the RAM is doing, how smooth it's creating it. Looking forward to playing more with this RAM. Thanks for watching this video. It was cool to see the performance increase from this new RAM. I am pleased and happy that I got it. I look forward to getting the new graphics card. I will be creating another video for that, so look around for that. Hopefully this video has helped you and your current build or potentially new upgrades. Please hit that like button if you like the video, and we'll see you later.